What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another live show. Not a call-in show. I moved the call-in show to Tuesday, so stay tuned for that one. But with me is Norbert. We're going to talk about what we didn't talk about this week. A lot of rumors, not a lot of things moving, but a lot of rumors of potentially things moving. So that's what we're going to talk about. Definitely a bit of the Euros as well. But how are you? How are you doing? I know we were watching
Wow,
the game, so
wow, it was crazy. Like, I'm okay, I guess. I'm just really worried about the Hungarian player.
yeah, I saw
Um,
that. That was didn't look good.
um, yeah, it didn't look good. And then we scored at the 110th minute, which is insane. So my voice is not the best. But yeah, I'm okay, and my heart is pumping like crazy. So let's talk about some transfers and stuff.
It's probably not enough. I think you have a goal, the minus goal difference of 3, right, or 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably not gonna do it. I think.
yeah, but
Oh, we lost Norbert, but he will come back. He will be back. I will kickstart off. I will kick it off. Excuse me, until Norbert is reconnected. We're talking about Soule. We're gonna talk about Soule because he is a main player, I think, for everyone in the team. I think you're back now.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I was talking about Soule because he is a key player for Giuntoli and potentially Thiago Motta because the rumors are a bit, you know, left and right.
yeah,
Yeah, on one side you have Giuntoli telling his agent, if you bring me that type of offer, we can talk. And on the other side, you have rumors about Motta actually rating Soule, like he potentially or rumored to have rated Barnechea. But decisions had to be made, so we moved on Barnechea for Douglas Luiz. We'll talk about that as well. But with Soule, it's a lot of links. He can be used in all type of deals, all potential offers being described already in the media. But he is going to be a player that I like. I don't think the club has a problem in keeping.
yeah.
But if an offer comes in at the end of July, they will still accept it. That's how I view the Sule situation now, which is a bit of a dangerous game because if you're moving out Chiesa as well, you need to meet like you need to have wingers because as of now we're potentially selling our wingers, but we're not really in talks for other wingers. So it feels like the club is a bit unprepared, or like that's how the media is putting it out there that we will be unprepared if an offer comes in for Sule. But what do you make of the latest links with Sule again?
Yeah, I think I think as you said, Motta likes him, and the management wants to keep him. But if offer like 40 million comes in, then they will sold him because this can really kick in or really finance our entire mercato basically. So I would love to see him like getting a chance, and I hope no one will offer 35, 40 for him. So um, yeah, but all these rumors like it's mercato is really crazy. Like news from both sides, like keeping him, loving him, and then selling him, not liking him, like with Chiesa as well. So yeah, but I think we will keep him with some miracle. Huijsen, I think will be sold, and to be honest, I'm happy with that because I really don't like Huijsen, like his mentality and how he wanted to go to Roma and only Roma and not Frosinone and all that stuff, and I just really don't like that, and I can't see him long term anyways. So yeah, we sell Huijsen, it's still a lot of money. So
Yeah,
yeah,
uh, with Sule, actually, like, does anyone think we were getting an offer of 35 million for Sule? Because as of now, like the the realist potential offer is from Leverkusen. Like had contact basically, but I don't see Leverkusen paying 35 million euros for Sule if I'm being completely honest.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
I can't
also
see it.
like you can ask that and media can put that out there, but it's like there's actually no news that teams are offering that money. Like the news is he could leave for that type of money, but there's no news of that team is prepared to pay that type of money. Excuse me. Now
Yeah.
Aston Villa asked for him, but that was never gonna make sense. Both in value, that was never gonna happen. So um, that's why I said like at the end of July and the offer comes in, the club can still be like, yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
I guess that's a vibe I get from the Soule one because
Yeah. But as you said, it's a problem because if we sell that late, it's going to be hard to get a good player in. So yeah.
yeah, that's for sure, like 100%. But I think that's the only exception, just purely on the money. I don't think at the end of July we're selling. Like at the end of July, remember I said like players like Barrenechea,
Yeah.
Miretti,
Yeah.
Nicolucci. These are the Decilio, like Arthur and Milik. Like these are the players you still move on that late. You don't move on. I don't want to call Sule a key player already in the squad, but a key position that you need to replace. That's how I want to
Yeah.
put it. Because we tried to sign Felipe Anderson, that didn't go, like that didn't happen, and that was big, because that you can actually wait very long in the mind of the club. Not saying that
Yeah.
he should be like Felipe Anderson should have been the signing and that's it. I'm not saying that, but in the club's mind, it would be like, yeah, we have Anderson. If we can move out Sule kind of late and still find a replacement, basically. But that didn't happen. And when that happened, I was like, Giuntoli must be punching air right now, because he had set up an idea. Not saying I would have agreed with it, but that's I think how he pictured it. And then Felipe Anderson gone, and now he's sitting there looking at, okay, I can move on Sule, but you cannot go into the season with no wingers right now because you moved on Junior. I don't know what we has at this point. I have no idea. If you move on Chiesa and Sule, there's nobody left. Yes, you have Yildiz, but like you play 60 games next season, and
Yeah.
still actually Sule Yildiz position is still to be quote unquote determined. Like I don't know where he's gonna play under Motta. I have no
Yeah.
idea. Like there are different options, so you cannot
Yeah.
just assume that he's gonna be used as a winger right now. You can. So the Sule one is. It's very interesting. I was expecting more news around Sule in terms of offers, as of now.
Yeah. After that season, what
Yeah,
he had and how much talent he has. Yeah.
is that a worry? Like, should we not worry? Like, should the club be worried if the club is fixating on we need to move him on?
I don't think they are fixated, so I don't think it's a worry. I'm happy right now, and we will see what happens. But yeah, you're right about the Yildiz as well, because um, some analysts, I watch all of these videos, unfortunately. So some Italian analysts said that it's possible that Yildiz plays as number 10, behind the striker, and then we don't have a winger.
I I don't know. Like I've seen people suggesting he should be playing in midfield.
Mm-mm.
I think he can be good between the lines. Not saying that. I think he could be excellent at that. Because when people talk about wingers, people are like, "Oh man, he's not quick enough. Like he has no speed. He's not slow, but like they think like when some people talk about wingers, they have a certain profile in mind, and that's it. If he doesn't have the pace, then it's like he cannot be a winger. Like, but you can be different type of like Sule. We're linked with Adeyemi, which also like one plays on the right, one plays on the left, but whatever, forget about that point. They're two different type of players. Like Adeyemi is pace and chaos. Sule for me, when I watch Sule play, is more of I'm gonna set myself in this area of the pitch and I'm gonna play possession based football from this. Like he's not a player who will take on a player with pace, in my opinion. Well, Adeyemi, he does that for 90 minutes. So Yildiz, same time. Like he loves to take on players, so that's why I think he can be good between the lines. But nobody knows where Motta's gonna
Yeah.
play because also we don't know what the team is gonna be at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Next week is still a week off, and then the following week it's preseason, basically. No, or am I wrong?
So yeah, we
Next week,
start
yeah.
the 10th
So
10th of
2 weeks.
July. Yeah,
2
10th of
weeks.
July. Yeah, it starts. Um, what I wanted to say is that is Orsolini fast? Like, Motta doesn't need
No,
fast
he's not.
wingers.
He's not fast.
Yeah, he doesn't need fast
No,
wingers.
he doesn't need
So
fast wingers. I agree.
yeah, yeah, so we will see. I hope Soule. I hope we keep Soule because I really want to see him how he does with an actual coach. So yeah.
Let's see. Oliver saying either which one of these players, Sekulov, Hassa, wait, comment just lost. Wait, where is the comment? Oh, Kuminencia, Guerra, Cherry, Facundo Gonzalez, Muherovic. You think Malta will promote to the first team next season? Oh,
Hmm. We should make the show about it actually.
I was gonna say Hassa, but we are linked with 1,000 midfielders, so I'm not even sure he's gonna be at the club next season. To be honest, if he's not gonna rule, the club might just sell already this summer. Um, Sherry, nah, I don't see Guerra as well. I don't see. I have actually no idea.
Muharomovic is good.
I think it's gonna
Muharomovic
be.
is good.
I think it's gonna be Atsik if it's one. I think he will get
Yeah.
a shot. I know he's not been here, but I think that's the
So you
type of
think
player.
you think he will start the season at the under 23 and then he will get promoted, or
No, no. Well, promoter. I think he means like gets minutes or gets called up. I think because
yeah,
otherwise nobody's getting promoted this season. Like permanently, like real, like Yildiz did, and Nonge at one point. I don't think that's gonna. With Junior, I don't think that's gonna happen this season with any player, unless like
I have a
crazy
list.
things stop.
I have a list.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
have a
not.
list.
But unless
Some of
crazy
those
things
players are
happen,
good.
like big time injuries, then okay. But other than that, in an ideal world, nobody. But yeah, I think Wea will play
Yeah.
on the right wing as a backup. I need to see that before I can say that's a good idea. I have no idea. Um,
Yeah.
with Wea, Salamakers is also good. I don't want to see Salamakers at the club. I don't care that
Me
Motta
neither.
made it work with Bologna. He's not a good player. Okay, he's not a scrub, but no, like just
He's a
no.
system player, but at Champions League level,
No,
he's
no.
not
I've
enough.
I've watched him play in Belgium. I still cannot believe he reached that level. And credit to him,
Yeah.
but no, like absolutely no. That cannot be an option at all. Um, I would just love to heal this and Soule flanking Duzan, young and talented for the future. Um,
Yeah.
it depends. Like it depends. Like That's why I cannot wait. I can't wait for preseason to kick off. But then every time I think about it, I was like, we still need so much to do. And actually, we
Yeah.
have players at the Euros now. If Turkey go out, they're probably gonna make it to the next round. If Italy go out, they might go out tomorrow. I think there's a legitimate shot they will get out
Yeah.
tomorrow. I think people are a bit brushing Croatia to the side, saying, "Oh, it will get done." And no,
Mm.
but it depends. Like how like certain players can only be back very late. Now Chesney is gone. Rabiot, it's up in the air. So these players potentially are not coming back late. Copa America, we'll see, I guess. But like Italian players, who do we have? Chiesa, he might not even be at the club. You might sell Calafiori, okay. But preseason starts, and I said like a week or two, like actually 2 weeks before August. Actually, at the beginning of August, but let's say 2 weeks of before the start of the season, midway August, the key players should be in this team already. If you want Coke Miners, he should be there. If you want Calafiori, and with key players, I mean players Motta looks at and is like, okay, these are starters for me. I need them in the starting 11. These players need to be out there. You cannot have the first 2 games, then the key players come in, then you have one more game, and that's already already international
Yeah.
break because that's how it is. At the start of September, that's already a messy start, in my opinion. And time
As,
is ticking a
especially
little bit.
with Motta. Yeah. Yeah. We really can't have that because especially with Motta, they need to learn this whole new philosophy of football, like getting rid of this positional football, and and our players, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I hope I hope they're gonna be ready for the season. But
And all of you, yeah, and all of your video on the next gen will come at one point. But now it's like transfer season. We will keep that a bit down the line. Norbert is gonna do it, by the way. But that's something for down the line. Right now it's transfer season. Maybe that next gen video will make more sense at the end of the transfer window when you see, okay, we
yeah,
potentially have some holes. What do you think about Adeyemi from Dortmund? Actually, I made a video about that for tomorrow, so I'm not gonna speak on Adeyemi. but he has been linked with it. I made an entire video of that for tomorrow, so you can speak on it, Norbert. What do you think? I already said the news is basically if Soule goes, Adeyemi comes in, but actually Soule plays on the right and Adeyemi predominantly on the left. So I'm not really sure about that link. Also, the price tag is
Yeah,
35 quoted to be. So
yeah. I don't know. He's a good player, but I don't know where is his ceiling. Like, how much can he get better? He's still really, really young. I would rather not have him. If we could spend that money somewhere else. But I know that people are crying how we just give away our talented players, and bringing in youngsters maybe make them shut up a little bit.
I don't think that's gonna be the case. I don't think it will make people shut up. But like,
But
if you
I don't
move
know.
on
Kefram
Soule,
Turam is young as well.
yeah, somebody says the news reliable from Nick. Anian rates him. Julian rates him. He has been right the last couple of weeks, so I
Yeah,
put it out there. He just said people are like, oh, it's fake because they suggested De Chilio. Like Giuntoli is gonna suggest every single player in every single deal.
yeah,
It is what it is. He might have suggested De Chilio to Aston Villa, you know, just for the sake of it, because he's just doing. That's how he's moving right now. That's the first option for him, including players. But
yeah. We need to get rid of players. So we
yeah,
heard about Milik. We heard about Keane as well.
yeah.
Moise Ken.
So
Yeah. So
let's see. I'm not like the news doesn't say Nice is willing to take De Chilio. That's not what the news was saying, by the way. But
yeah,
anyway, you mentioned Turam, who that was the news basically. I don't think the news shock will be oh we agreed terms with Turam because
yeah,
when that news dropped, you already agreed terms with Turam, like you did.
yeah,
And actually, the news suggested that the club kind of has that with Thuram since a couple of months, which is refreshing because the latest news with players is like he has an agreement with the players since April, since whatever. So it's
yeah,
been planned, which is interesting. And the last couple of seasons wasn't. It was all on the fly right now, or back then. So like news wouldn't be oh we have an agreement with Thuram. He's a free agent. He doesn't want to stay in Nice, and I don't think that's the most difficult thing to do. Find an agreement with him. Now the
yeah.
quoted
And
price
he's
the quoted
sorry.
price was 18 million from Di Marzio, or the club believes they can get
Yeah,
him for 18 million, including the Keane in the deal makes sense because it's around 80 million we need to get off the books or something like that. So it will kind of balance itself out, by the not really, but that's the thought process again. Will Nice take Keane? I don't know. Will Keane is Keane willing to go to Nice? I have absolutely no idea. But for 80 million euros, I don't think you can miss out on Turan. I like it's
oh, for
not
sure.
it's not a big risk. He's not. I think people have a how do you want to say that, a mindset or like set their image on Thuram on a certain level without even watching him play, and that includes me, by the way. I didn't watch him play this season. Previous season I did.
Me neither. Yeah,
I did, but I've not seen 50% of the games. I know it's just a handful of games, and he looked decent. He looked good. He's tall, a bit like Rabiot. If he wants, he take a few steps, and it feels like he took 1,000 steps. He's possessed, like he's calm on the ball. He has a decent first touch. He sees things like 80 million. I don't think that's a big of a risk right now because McKennie is gone. He's done at the club. Alcaraz is gone. Nicolucci's not going to be here. Rabiot might not be here. You want Colt Miners. You got Douglas Luiz. You're gonna need players. So for 80 million, I don't think you can go wrong there. So I don't have an issue with being linked with Turam, but he's not. When
so
people wait real quick, people say, "Oh, you need to get the Colt Miners deal. You need this, and this." We also need pieces. It doesn't mean the club gets Turam and
yeah,
it's like, okay, forget about Colt Miners. It's just an opportunity down the line for a player they might need it to sign very late in the window, and now they're like, okay, let's do this first right now. So I don't see the
yeah,
real issue with it, to be honest.
yeah. We need pieces as well, and Turam makes so much sense. He wants to compete against his brother. Obviously, his dad has a connection with Juve. And now my face is shining because I opened my magic spreadsheet where I see Keane's value in the books. It's 9.6 million.
Okay.
So I think around 10 to 15, I guess we get rid of him. But his wages, sorry, it's
Three.
3 million net. Yeah,
That's
3 million
insane.
net. And at Nice, Nizza, the player who makes the most money is 1.5 million.
Yeah.
So, but he also said he wants a restart, I guess. So he can drop his wage demands
Yeah,
as
but
well.
like he was linked with Atletico. It was close to Atletico, even on loan in the summer.
Yeah,
Now he needs to half his wages. You know, it's like he's being linked to Bologna. I'm like, Bologna are not going to pay 3 million euros a season to Moise Kean. You
yeah,
know,
for sure.
so a lot of ifs and but even like for 15, 18, I think that's a deal that even if you cannot include a player, you do that, especially if
Yeah,
Rabiot's not going to stay, because the Rabiot situation is just embarrassing right now. I'm sorry.
yeah,
At this point, the news should have been the club is done with Rabiot. You know, because this is a joke. You know, even his comments saying, like playing all mysterious, he's waiting on an offer from the Premier League he does not have right now. That's
yeah,
very clear. He's waiting, and the club is playing the game, and I do not get it. I don't care about the tax benefits. He gets 8 net. Agents will see that. They will say, we want 8 or 7 net. They don't
yeah,
care that the club needs to pay double for one player and not for Rabiot. They don't care. Agents don't care. They shouldn't care. That's the club's problem. I don't like
yeah,
that. I've watched Rabiot at Euros. He's not been poor, by the way. He isn't. He hasn't. I know he missed that chance. But I don't see an 8 million euro players. I don't like Chesney. I like Chesney, but I didn't see a 7.5 million goalkeeper. Like I like Vlahovic.
yeah,
I don't see an 8, 9, 10 million euro striker. I don't. But those players have contracts. Rabiot has not. It's done. Like he has no contract. Again, 5 years at the club, one memorable season. Other than that, it's been poor. Like it's or like poor. Okay, but like the first two, like it's been he had poor seasons, like really poor seasons as well. I don't get the obsession with Rabiot if I'm being completely honest. If Motta likes him, fine. You need to try, like at least try to keep him. But personally, I don't see the obsession. I don't like. I just don't.
yeah. And we are over the line of trying. Like at this point, we tried already. Like let it go. Like how much do you want to try? How much you want to give up? Like and wait for one player who is not that good. I don't know. It's super weird.
Someone say I'm from Dortmund. I watch every single Dortmund game weekly. Adeyemi is just pace, nothing more. His end product is not good. Like I describe him a player who brings chaos to himself as well, but also to the game. So that's the type of player he is. Um, I would love to see Rabiot going out. Thuram doesn't seem bad at all. No, like, again, from what I've seen, it's okay. It doesn't feel a direct need right now. Again, like Douglas Luiz didn't feel a direct need in my opinion, but he's ready made, and Moto's like, I want him. We still need an attacking minded midfielder. We do.
Yeah.
We desperately do. But if the club is adding pieces in the meantime, which they were planning to do down the line, then it is what it is, I guess.
And I don't think he would start. I don't think Thuram is coming in as a starter.
No,
He will fight for his spot, and maybe he will start some games. And
yeah, I don't see the issue, to be honest.
and and also I think everything is well planned out now with Giuntoli. He's not going to just sign a player because whatever. So it's all talked with Motta. Is all planned out. So we will have money for whoever we. I mean,
that's the feeling right now
co-miners
that it's all
in California.
planned out with like
Yeah,
Douglas Luiz wasn't probably planned out, but that was an
yeah,
opportunity, and the club took it because they looked at it and they were like, okay, Junior is out of contract, we're not going to renew, so that's good. Thiago Motta, do you want Douglas Luiz? And he was like, yeah, sure.
yeah,
I get because I saw the news or like people saying, oh, he didn't want Douglas Luiz. That's a massive deal to do, to hand a new coach a player he doesn't
yeah,
need. That will make no sense. That will make no sense. Even if it's a good value on the books, that's a lot of financial gymnastics to have multiplayer. He gets in preseason. He's like, I don't really need him on 4 plus 1 million a season. That
yeah,
will make no sense. So I believe that Motto's like, yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him, make it happen. Because if Motto
yeah,
didn't want him and the McKennie thing didn't happen, saying, "Oh, now we'll throw in Barnechea," will make absolutely no sense for the club. Like you're completely overdoing it for a player Motta doesn't want. So
So I think how it was is that Douglas Luiz came as an opportunity, and then Giuntoli asked Motta, "Do you want him?" And then probably Giuntoli said, "Okay, we can get him, but we need to get rid of some other players." And they talked about it, and Motta at the end said, "Yes, okay, get him," and that's how it happened, I think.
yeah, because I don't think that's like signing a Diallo. You potentially could do without the knowing of the coach. You know,
Yeah,
it's an opportunity to
yeah,
take him. If it's good, it's good. Otherwise, we move him on. But massive. It's
too
like
big. Yeah,
Di Lorenzo. Signing Di Lorenzo on a long term deal, which I refuse to believe as of now still. But whatever.
yeah,
If you do that deal, I'm convinced Motta is signed, because if Motta is not signed off to that deal, it's suicide completely. Like the long term deal, the money, the fee you need to pay Napoli. At one point, like you cannot make that type of signing. And then Giunti is like, actually, nah, I'll probably use Barbieri or something ridiculous. Then you have a player who's very expensive on the bench and nobody actually wants. So certain things do worry me, and other things are like, okay, that's really really good planned out. With opportunities, like opportunities always happen, and you take them or you do not take them. You cannot plan everything into details, especially not like if you needed 1 2 players, you can plan it into detail. You get those players, and you're like, done. We're not going off script here because we have what we
yeah,
had, but we don't. So if opportunities come, the club will use it. Morata could be an opportunity. 12 million. If the club is like, yeah, Milik and Keane are gone, let's bring in Morata. That's an opportunity. You don't really plan for it, basically. But if you can move out both players, we'll bring in Morata back. That's kind of an opportunity, in my opinion. It's not really
yeah.
planned. It's like, yeah, if it's possible, maybe, I guess, but that's not the focus right now. So it feels like it's planned right now. It feels like it's clear that we want Calafiori, we want Di Gregorio, Calafiori, Cope Miners. Those are the players we definitely wanted. Douglas Luiz an
Yeah.
opportunity, we'll take it. Rabiot, iffy, okay, let's talk to Fofana and Turam. If Rabiot is definitely gone, we definitely buy one. Even if Rabiot stays, if we get the opportunity, we can include a player, we will bring in Turam no
Yeah.
matter what. So I think
Yeah.
it's planned out right now. It, it feels
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
just
planned
it's
out.
just weird because if Rabiot stays and we get a expensive midfielder, and it's just I want to see their Excel sheet, where they have the players, they have the values, they have everything. Like, how is it in the books, wages? I'm pretty sure they have like some crazy spreadsheet with like 7 million colors in it, and yeah,
It's like a play call from the NFL, like 1,000
yeah,
options.
for sure,
Um,
for sure.
is there any chance of McKennie staying at the club and getting some playing time? The first
No.
thing, maybe playing time. No, no
Hmm.
chance. I know what he's trying to do. Get on the free and get that money. I'll tell him for free. He's not getting that money even on a free transfer. If you are being called up by Cincinnati, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. That's all I want to say on McKennie. And it's nothing against McKennie because you cannot force him to join Villa. You can. But if you ask for 5 million and a couple of millions from the club, your intentions are very clear. It's not about football right now for you. It's
Yeah,
not.
couple that like he didn't ask for 2 million. He asked for more, which is insane to
It's
me.
about money right now. It is about money.
Yeah,
And if he's
yeah,
asking money that he's not worth and also not owned by the club, he's just
yeah,
sabotaging his own move, getting away as a free transfer. Good. You do that, I guess, but you're not going to play football for a year, so I'm not sure what your value is. Even if you say it, I'm not sure which
yeah.
club is going to pay a big free signing bonus for McKennie. I don't. I just. I refuse to believe that. When he said no to Aston Villa, I was like, I know what the game plan is here.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
Good luck. Good luck asking for big bag when you don't play for a year. No one will remember
Yeah,
you.
he's not going to play. He's not going to play. So,
Yeah,
but it is a problem for the club right now because everybody knows the club wants him out, and everybody knows he is not really jumping, or like jumping for joy to move. So even if he finally agrees to go to a team, that team can use that of a, it's you have the issue, not we. So what are you gonna do
Yeah.
about the price? So it is a massive blow for the club, and it will be a problem down the line. Same as Arthur,
Yeah,
it will
we
two
are losing like
problems.
10 million at least if we can sell him for like
Yeah,
25, right? Like
yeah,
selling him for like 15 or something.
yeah.
Ah,
But we will see.
crazy.
We will see what will happen in the coming days. Because Douglas Luiz will have his medicals. Maybe we'll have some more news on different players. It's that type of week, I think, where we get something not
Mm.
big, but like something close to official, which is not Douglas Luiz, but like something actually moving. But I'm not sure what it will be. But we will see. We will see this week. We're gonna wrap this one up. It's not a very long one, I get it, but it's extremely late. So I need to go to bed. That's basically it. I will not be back tomorrow with a live show because I'm not at home. So I will do the call-in show on Tuesday after the last Euro game. I'll do a call-in show. We will talk about the news on Monday and Tuesday because I'm expecting something tomorrow and Tuesday. But Norbert, thanks for coming on even after the game. Always a pleasure.
Yep.
And people, if you haven't liked the video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys back Tuesday. Ciao.